us. IPAA Victoria is Victoria's peak public sector professional association. We work to connect, empower and celebrate the public purpose sector. We have a diverse community of personal and organisation members. So that's more than 100 organisations reaching over 100,000 people, and that's in local, state, federal government, but also business and non-profit organisations working in and with the public purpose sector across Victoria. So we focus on building the capability of the sector, providing connection opportunities through offerings such as events like today, professional development programs, career development opportunities, networking forums, mentoring programs, communities of practice, and a lot more.
Essentially, it's about maintaining public trust and confidence in the service and of the communities that we serve. It ensures that our decisions are transparent to the extent possible, fair and not capricious, made in accordance with governing law and policy, and made with due consideration for human rights. Throughout
that we've inherited. And fundamentally, impartiality is about providing frank advice, without fear or favour. It is about promoting confidence in the public sector. And if the public sector doesn't have the confidence and trust of the public they serve, well, what are they there for? So that's certainly the big answer. But I would just point out, one other thing, because on a micro level, people are thinking, well, how does this affect me? I think it's also important to point out that it's also about the public having confidence that the public service is serving them, the public, and not some other interest, not some private.
Research and data. In 2021, a clear majority of public sector employees perceived their workplaces were actively displaying the value of impartiality. 68% was the return rate, so that is good. However, when compared to the other 6 public sector values, impartiality and perceptions of impartiality was the lowest. That's not good. That is clear opportunity for improvement. The highest, the public sector value that public servants thought was most seen was responsiveness, and this goes to that issue. We work for the government of the day, as Deborah said. We work for ministers, their officers, to provide frank and fearless advice. We're very responsive. We're getting that part right, but we're not as strong, according to your perceptions, you being our public sector, around impartiality.
Really, let's go back to basics here. Make decisions based on evidence in a way that people can understand.
I'll add to that. One other pressure we have seen that has been a marked change in public administration is digital communication and social media. In the Coke inquiry, there were comments about decisions being made via text message. I think they referenced WhatsApp. To me, there are lots of different tools and means to communicate and advise, and our simple advice in our guidelines is whether it's a phone call, a verbal conversation, a chain of WhatsApp messages or text messages, bring the advice back to a transparent and documented